Hello there! Today I'm going to show you how I use plain old Crayola markers for brush lettering. So let's begin! First we need to look at the anatomy of the markers. A Tombow dual brush pen has a brush tip, which is a long, flexible nylon brush-like tip, whereas a Crayola will have a cone structure on the end, and it is somewhat flexible but not nearly as flexible as a brush pen. Links for all of the products I'm using will be listed in the description down below. The key to brush lettering is thin upstrokes and thick downstrokes, which is pretty easy to accomplish with the Crayola markers because they have that big flat side and they have their fairly thin tip. It doesn't quite get as thin as a Tombow or another brush pen, but it does okay. The trick to getting your Crayola markers to do really nice, thick downstrokes is to apply more pressure than you might be comfortable with. You kind of have to make peace with the fact that you might kill your markers faster than if you use them just for coloring, if you get my drift. Another tip for using your Crayola markers for brush lettering is to hold the marker at a 45-degree angle. That way you can really press down and get a nice juicy downstroke, and then pull up slightly and get that nice thin upstroke. It's all about the angle. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to, but with just a few tries, you should be getting the feel of it pretty quickly. Another benefit to these markers is that they are so ridiculously cheap. I bought the 40 set of the fat Crayola markers for about $14, which means I have 40 color options and I don't need to be shy about really aggressively putting that downstroke on there because I don't need to worry about ruining the marker. Even if I do ruin a marker because I'm too rough on it, it's really easy to replace, or there's 39 other options available. That's what makes these markers a great entry level for anyone who really wants to get into brush lettering, but they don't want to drop a lot of money on brush pens. So I would definitely recommend you get your hands on some of these markers and give it a go. While these might not be proper brush pens, they are certainly a decent substitute and a much cheaper one if you really want to get into this. Just all I ask you to do is practice it a couple times before you throw in the towel, because it is a little bit weird at first and it just requires a little bit of getting used to. So don't give up, just keep trying, and I'm sure you'll find a way to make it work beautifully for you. And that's all there is to it. Just keep your hand at an angle, give adequate pressure, and practice, practice, practice. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, make sure you let me know by clicking the like button down below. If you want to keep catching more content as it comes out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see my most recent video, click that button right there and go watch it now. Thanks so much, I'll catch you later.